Listen closely to what I am about to tell you. These are dangerous truths that no school, no textbook, and no moral guardian will ever dare to teach. In fact, they want them buried. Why? Because this is the forbidden knowledge, a systemic hijacking of the human psyche. Before we step into this treacherous world, if you are ready to awaken your primal instincts, engage with this content and subscribe now. He was history's most lethal lover. We know him as Casanova. In his memoirs, he recorded the names of 132 women who entered his bed. But do not be misled by the number alone. These were not mere conquests of convenience. He seduced nuns who had pledged their souls to God, high-ranking noblewomen of immense power, and wives from the strictest households. Status, age, and taboo meant nothing to him. He conquered them all indiscriminately and thoroughly. Most men labor under a delusion. They assume he was fabulously wealthy or possessed the features of a Greek god. They could not be more wrong. For most of his life, he was a penniless wanderer fleeing debt, and his looks were merely average. So ask yourself, why did the most exquisite women of his era surrender themselves so completely? The answer is simple. He possessed a silver tongue, an intoxicating spell capable of paralyzing reason and seizing control of the brain. Today, I am exposing the 3 lethal psychological techniques he used to dismantle the defenses of 132 women. After hearing this, your understanding of attraction and psychology will be irrevocably altered. Technique number 1, the mirror hypnosis. Most men are consumed by their own ego, constantly bragging of their status, their money, and their success. Casanova was the exact opposite. He never imposed his true self on a woman. Instead, he erased his identity entirely to become the perfect fantasy she had always dreamed of. If his target hungered for intellectual depth, he became the brilliant philosopher debating until dawn. If she suppressed dark, wild desires, he became the most savage beast she had ever encountered. He once said, "I did not exist. Only the man she wanted existed." Like a mirror, he identified her deepest hidden cravings and reflected them back at her. The woman had no choice but to fall into the illusion, believing she had found her soulmate, the only one who truly understood her. But do not be fooled. That was not destiny. It was a psychological trap, a spider web meticulously woven by Casanova. Technique number 2, the nano detail. This is what truly terrified and captivated his subjects. Where the average man sees only the surface, the face, the chest, the legs, Casanova observed the subconscious. A passing mention of a favorite food, a fleeting glance at a piece of jewelry in a shop window, a tiny nervous habit she wasn't even aware of. He archived this data. Then when she least expected it, when her guard was down, he would strike. You mentioned you loved this specific scent, so I brought it for you. With that single sentence, the walls of even the most arrogant noble women would crumble into dust. They believed no man had ever observed them so deeply, that no one had ever cared so much. In that moment, he ceased to be just a man. He became a god who saw into her soul. Surrendering to him was no longer a choice, but an inevitability. Technique number 3. This is the core, the most forbidden art of all, the perfect fake. Do you know the critical difference between a common swindler and Casanova? A swindler lies to deceive others, but Casanova deceived even himself. In the moment of seduction, he committed to the act with life or death sincerity. It wasn't just acting. The trembling in his voice, the intensity in his eyes, even a lie detector would have registered it as truth. He could look a woman in the eye and believe with his entire soul that she was the only one he loved. Women feel this instinctively. The problem, the expiration date of that burning sincerity was exactly 24 hours. Even when he departed coldly the next morning, these women could not bring themselves to hate him, because the density of the love he showed, however brief, was more intoxicating and powerful than the strongest wine. They would spend the rest of their lives longing for that fleeting moment. For Casanova, seduction was not a game. It was war. It was a hunt. It was a desperate conquest to prove his own existence. A low-born man betting a queen. In that moment, he felt a victory more thrilling than an emperor ruling the world. Rejection was merely fuel for his fire. He proved that persistence always wins. If she said no 10 times, he tried 100 times until she broke. That insane confidence, that audacity to never fear rejection, that was the pure pheromone that drove women mad. Now I ask you, living in the 21st century, what are you risking to get what you desire? Are you hiding behind a smartphone, afraid of a no, hoping for a miracle? You can learn the skills, but you must possess the guts. Tonight, try using just one of Casanova's techniques in the real world. You will see the way you are perceived change instantly. Remember this, he who conquers the heart conquers the world. Do you crave more dangerous, real stories about legendary figures? Then comment, "I want more" right now. You must like and subscribe to make these techniques your own. If you fail to take action, you may find yourself alone forever. This was the Legend Reader.